Hi Play Traders, welcome to the Bitcoin 2022 in Miami South Beach. And I'm in the expo hall right now, and as you can see, a lot of things going on, a lot of people here. Well, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of millionaires running around, and as it is with crypto, nobody will see and realize, and maybe it's the guy next to me, behind me, in front of me. You never know. And that's one of the main concepts of, well, of crypto and of Bitcoin, of course, that you have normal people getting rich just by the minute, just overnight. And I don't know if this really is something that is continuing, is this going on. Nobody knows actually, but that's what I'm here for on the Bitcoin conference in Miami. And I will present some insights, of course, from the speeches. We have great speakers here, really great ones. And of course, there's a party going on Saturday, just from morning to the late night, and we have really great DJs also. So be prepared for cool insights and nice views from the fair. Here's a cool quote from Satoshi Nakamoto, and this one is really like trading. This is, yeah, well, he's talking about self-fulfilling prophecy, and that's what trading is about. So you have like an idea, you have a formation, you have a candlestick that you like to follow, and by doing this, and if you're not alone, but a lot of people do this, you have, of course, some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy, and that is what trading and investing is about. So you never want to be the only one, because you need others to push things further and move forward, and that's why you do technical analysis. That's why I do analysis at all.
So we are giving away $10 free worth of Bitcoin, so Lightning. The idea is for you to use Lightning to pay everything around the conference. You can buy coffee, you can buy a drink, you can buy food. They will accept your Lightning payment. We are a payment processor with IBEX. So the only thing you have to do is go ahead and download the Exodus wallet. Once you have the wallet, I'll go ahead and fund you the $10, and you can spend it throughout the whole conference.
We're IBEX Pay. We're a Lightning financial tools company, and we provide Lightning infrastructure to banks, new banks, exchanges, point-of-sale systems. We're really that white label API backend. Okay.
All right, Play Traders, let's get $10 cash. How does it work? Of course, by downloading this app of this wallet, it's a Lightning wallet. It's called, what's it called? It's called Exodus. And well, I have to move around a bit. And here we are. So it's the Exodus wallet. You have to download it, and I go to one of these girls, and they give me $10 in Bitcoin immediately. I can spend here on the fair, on the conference. Let's see, Play Traders, what we find more here. So I got my $10, and now let's see what I can do with it, what I can spend with it. And I'm pretty sure we have a lot of stuff here just to go. We see Binance already. So let's check out what this fair is about. Here we have Bitstop. It is about ATMs for Bitcoin or crypto. We have Binance. There's an artist going on.
It's one of the oldest and largest cryptocurrency payment processors in the world. We process for tens of thousands of merchants like AT&T, Microsoft, WeWork, Camping World, and many others. We enable merchants to accept crypto natively as a form of payment. Real benefit to the merchants, they never have to hold or touch the crypto. We'll settle with them in US dollars or whatever fiat currency they prefer the next business day. As I mentioned, many customers around the world want to be able to spend their crypto. BitPay is trying to help merchants accept so they can do just that.
Let's spin the wheel. Play Traders, let's see. Oh, this will be my lucky day with... I get a real Bitcoin. In copper. Guys, this is cool. Actually, virtual currency got real. Things are going fast. Maybe in your region, maybe in your country as well.
Arculus is a hardware wallet for securely storing your crypto. So there's a secure element inside the card that generates and stores your private keys to your wallet. And it works with this mobile application. It uses 3 factors of authentication. First one is my biometric. Now that I'm in, I can view my assets. If I want to send to someone, I can take a Bitcoin transaction, repeat it, send someone $2. My second factor of authentication is my PIN code. And finally, the third one is my Arculus card. So it's going to communicate over NFC to sign the transaction hash on the card. And just like that, my transaction goes through to the block. So it's super quick, super easy to use. It's a very simple user interface, unlike some other cold storage wallets. And there's no charging, no batteries, no cables, no Bluetooth. It's just this card, and it's all your keys are offline, stored right in here, so it's super secure.
I'm Lucio Paletti. We're here at the Bitcoin 2022 conference in the Bitcoin Art Gallery. I have some of my pieces here. Here's a collection that I call Novus Moneta Seclorum, and which actually is kind of the currency for the ages, and it's kind of looking at different time periods and different artistic styles as well. We have Citadel Paradiso here, which is kind of inspired by the Roaring 20s Art Deco prosperity vibes here, and just kind of showing like a bright future for Bitcoin. Here I call this one Cypherpunk Sanctorum, and it's about freedom and all the cypherpunks that kind of contributed technologies and just thoughts and ideas that inspired the Bitcoin movement. Here we have a piece called Sound Money Stronghold with the steampunk style, and it's kind of like a gloomy version of the present, where you have a lot of inflation going on with fiat currencies, and you have Bitcoin as sort of like a stronghold that protects people from losing their wealth with printed money. And that's kind of what I focus on a lot. We have a couple other pieces here in a similar style, which you can see a lot of the theme is also money printing and Bitcoin as a solution to you know, have a strong monetary policy dictated by code, and it's not being dictated by the whims of governments and bankers.
It's not just about Bitcoin, of course, it's also about mining, it's about art, and also about, if you think about mining, there was a guy talking to me, he said, well, you can easily make $80, $100 with one server for mining, not with Bitcoin, but with other currencies. Just imagine you can do 80 to 100 just as a passive income. This is quite exciting. Another guy introduced me to some kind of cooling system for miners, where you can just overclock your processor and your graphics by 40% without getting any damage to your hardware and to the product.
And realize that this is sort of what we have to fight for Bitcoin to go 10x or 100x from here. So, enemy number one. I think the sort of the sociopathic grandpa from Omaha is perhaps the most honest and the most direct in it, and you have to sort of think it's of course on some level these people aren't always just talking their book. It's sort of they have some sort of institutional bias. It's long, you know, a list of woke companies. It's somehow long this fiat money system, and of course there's always a sense if you're a money manager, you want to pretend that it's complicated to invest.
It was vaporware, it's dumb, it has no users. No users, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna walk into a Walmart and use it. No users, my ass. All the altcoins and the shitcoins, don't let it bother you, keep going. We did this. We allowed for, you want more privacy, you want the blue one, you want the green one, you want the fast one, you want the cool one. Customer preference, customer choice, the individual sovereign right is valued. And merchants can opt for whatever payment network experience they want. We did this as Bitcoiners. This is a massive step in payments and moving the world forward in a way that it has not been moved in 55 years. So that's all I got. I love you guys. Thank you.
The same thing applies to my desire to understand Bitcoin as applied to my desire to understand the business world, which is the best way to understand something is to jump into it in some sense feet first, you know, because there's no substitute for the real thing, or there's no valid substitute for the real thing. And, you know, I try to stay on that technological edge insofar as at my advanced age I'm capable of that, which is, you know, decreasingly the case. And the Bitcoin phenomena attracted my attention for a couple of reasons. One was partly because the story of its development is so unbelievable that it sounds like a fairy tale, right? It's so strange, you can't believe it's true, but it seems to be true insofar as anybody can tell, and so that attracted my attention right away.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Hi play traders. Well, it's the end of Bitcoin 2022 in Miami, so I've just gone through it 2 days and I was like literally at every booth here, so I was like talking to a lot of people. Of course we had some keynotes to discover as well. I saw Professor Jordan Peterson, I saw Peter Thiel, a lot of panel discussions. Jack Mellers from Strike was here, so it was very, very interesting, very exciting. And what I learned so far is, yeah, everybody's talking about the crisis in fiat currency. I mean, it's obvious, more or less in every part of the world. There were discussions about will dollar be replaced by Bitcoin, and of course the same goes for euro. We heard a lot about things like financial oppression in well, developing countries, corruption, and Bitcoin seems to be a solution for most of the problems we have in the world. That's what they say. And if really this is the case, obviously I can tell you, you have to decide for yourself. But I think it's pretty obvious and pretty clear that Bitcoin is for sure an alternative currency. It's not just for speculation, it's also for keeping your value. And speaking of, there are a lot of solutions how to secure your Bitcoins. I saw a lot of payment solutions, hard wallets. There are a lot of things going on. A lot of things are in the making, a lot of developments right here. So one thing is for sure, Bitcoin will stay and will be, well, will have its place in the markets, will have its place in the world as a currency, as a store for value. People are talking about, will it be the new gold? Is it more valuable than gold? And this is what really is a lot of discussion about. There was a lot of business to business, like liquidity provider for brokers. There were a lot of exchanges going on, but also I saw something like a marketing agency for crypto with crypto. So a lot of industry environment is here, and a lot of things to see that it's not just about the Bitcoin itself. It's a world on its own. People are very excited, very relaxed to see. There's no one really walking around in a formal dress. It's just relaxed. I mean, it's Miami, but it's also the scene. It's crypto, which is a little bit different, of course. Summing it up, also when I look at the art here, things that get presented, it's what I really feel is the spirit of a little bit anarchy. That was crypto about. That was why Bitcoin was invented and built for. That we have something in hand to replace fiat currency, and of course this is one of the main topics. You can see in the art. You see like there was something like the fiat facelifter, which is just for your knuckles. You know, like it's art, but it's of course a little bit, I'll say, violent. And well, it's of course with blink, with a smile. But anyway, it's really somehow they feel there's a war of Bitcoin against fiat system, crypto against fiat system. If it's like that, of course, I don't want to comment. But of course, it's like, okay, we have two systems here. We have fiat on the one hand, we have old economy on the one hand, and of course we have on the other hand, we have cryptocurrencies and we have Bitcoin. Or to say with Jack Mallers, all the boomer stuff, right? People from like from the 1950s and so on, with credit cards, things change, new payment solutions like Strike, for example, from Jack Mallers, what he mentioned, and this is, well, yeah, a lot of change in the world, and it's not just about Bitcoin, it's about cryptocurrencies and all. And that's why it was very interesting being here, seeing all this stuff, talk to a lot of people, go to the keynotes, and I can highly suggest you, if you have the chance to go to one of these expos and conferences, so just do it and make up your mind by yourself.